Hi everyone, welcome back to Pommy and Oz. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe. It takes 3 seconds of your time and it really does help the channel out. And today, what we're doing in this video is we're going to preview the Collingwood versus Melbourne game. The first of the finals. 2 days time at the MCG. Thursday, 7:20. So let's get into it. And we've got the reigning minor premiers now, the team that has been the best team sustainably throughout the year versus Melbourne, who snuck in late. Both of the sides have got 2 different tales of the tape coming into the last 5. Collingwood only winning 2. Melbourne winning 4 but 1 against the Blue Boys. First versus fourth, 18 wins, 5 losses for Collingwood, 16 wins, 7 losses for Melbourne. And Melbourne have had to do it without their big fish, Clayton Oliver, for a long period of the year, which Collingwood have also suffered their injuries towards the back end. Collingwood announcing that they will have Nathan Murphy and Darcy Moore back for this one, which shores them up. The man on your screen is integral to what Collingwood do. When you're without your captain, it makes it a lot tougher. No Nick Dacos for this one, though, which is massive for their drive off the back line. And let's look at Collingwood in the last 5 games. They kicked 57.5% of the time. And that is very, very interesting for me. As you know, with how they play, they are one of them sides that really do look to move the ball with a little bit of pace. It's very uncontested type football. They're looking to get it out in space. They're looking to pincer you. And the 74.8% disposal efficiency says it all. Collingwood are a very dangerous team with the ball. They are a very dangerous team when they have the ball in possession. They look to move it really, really quickly. Collingwood, their ball movement is their main weapon. Their ability to be, from the back half, number 1 creating scoring chains is a huge part of them. They are also the leading pressure side in the competition, and they are also one of the best teams at being able to get turnover, at being one of the higher ranked sides in this with turnover differential. And that all comes from their pressure. They're hard to score against as well defensively. And as you can see here, just under 16 metres gained with a 72.3% rebound 50. It's really interesting that they don't need a lot of chances to score. Quite a low inside 50 rate going into this game in the last 5. And they're more quality than quantity. As you can see, the contested point of the game, this is something that we talk about quite a little bit. And they are one of the worst sides ranked here. They are bottom of the 8 here for ground balls and all the metrics for tough ball. And that is interesting because this is where Melbourne are strong. Their clearance differential as well. 31.1% marks inside 50. It's where you want it to be. It's pretty there or thereabouts for most sides. And they are going to be going into this game, and that is what they're looking for. They're looking for that quick transition football. They're looking to get you at pace, and they are looking to really hurt you on the counter. 67.8 tackles, like we said. They are one of the highest pressure rating sides in the AFL, with just under 52% of their inside 50 is becoming a shot at goal, which is very interesting. That's very high. Let's look at Melbourne then. Melbourne, Maxi Gorn's Melbourne. They've been here. They've done it. They're a team that will be very, very, very happy. They're ranked number 2 for points conceded and number 1 for scores conceded per opposition 50. They're a very rigid side. They have the fewest points as well conceded from turnover, which is interesting. And their strength is that in and around the ball. As you can see there, +7 contested differential, +1.4 clearance. Their disposal efficiency is that thing under question though. 69.6 and a 59% kick, which isn't much different to Collingwood, as we can say they do kick a bit more, but that is where it comes, that kicking pressure. If you can put pressure on them and force them long, it will create them opportunities for turnover, and that is what teams have struggled to do against them. Some have had success, namely Carlton really did pressure them and hurry them and make them kick long. They do bomb the ball inside 50. They create them opportunities with a 78% rebound 50 rate. A real strong defence, as we said. And they play a very direct brand as well. They really do get their meters going. They move the ball positively. As we said with the contested, that is their strength. They like to be in and around there. And the 22.7% mark inside 50 rate kind of tells you more about their forwards and their targets. They look for that short hit-up mark outside 50, about 60, and look to drill it in there and play to their strengths of Pickett, Fritsch, and players like that. 67.6 tackles. They're a very strong side, and 45% of these chances are created from their inside 50s. Let's look at that compared over the last 5 as a plus and positive. And as you can see, as we discussed, Melbourne are more of a kick-heavy side. The disposal efficiency is in Collingwood's status, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for short ball retention and moving the chains very quickly. Inside 50s, Melbourne are a stronger inside 50 side. They do send the ball in deep a lot more often, as we discussed, particularly with that short hit-up lead. Rebound 50 rate is in Melbourne's favour, and just a negligible 0.4 metres gained. 15.4 contested possessions and 3.4 clearances. This is it. You've got a team that is very strong on the transition versus a team that's very good at defending it. And then you've got a team that likes the contested brand. It's going to be about who dominates around that centre and gets it away. Collingwood will want to get it on the outside. Melbourne will want to go through the corridor. Marks inside 50s in Collingwood's favour. The tackle's just there. And the chance creation in Collingwood's favour. It's a real beautiful thing. If this was a boxing match, you'd be looking at either way here. It'd be a very tough one. Both teams have got a puncher's chance, more so. Let's look over the last 5 quarter by quarter. This has been a big thing with Collingwood. Everyone knows their back half of the game is very strong. They've struggled to gain ascendancy early doors, but so have Melbourne. And this will be a very interesting one because both of these sides will need to start well, and whoever does will probably win it. I'll go as far to say whoever wins the first quarter in this game wins the game. Quarter 2, though, has been impeccable. A clean sweep for Melbourne. They have really prepped that second and third quarter in the right stages and fought back in, gained ascendancy. Collingwood 3 and 3 out of 5 for both of them quarters. And then the final quarter, they've run out of leg room. Now, it's interesting that Fly talks about the intrinsic motivation that these sides have had and that they've already locked away the top 4 and it was quite hard and all that nonsense. It's going to be very interesting how that plays out, in my opinion. It's going to be very interesting because that makes Collingwood have won 9 out of 20, where Melbourne have won 14 out of 20. So, favour to Melbourne. And how does that look? So, Melbourne's defence versus Collingwood's forwards. Very interesting. Melbourne are winning that battle. The midfield versus midfield, Melbourne are winning that battle as well via our TPI data. Forward Collingwood versus their defence. It's interesting. Collingwood slightly have the edge. And that is going to be interesting. And the clearance stoppage is clear to Melbourne. Saying that this game is an 11 point. Now, if you remember, I predicted Collingwood to win this one. I think that it's quite hard to see how the last 5 have gone, particularly when the coaches are saying that. Is that a bluff? Maybe. I don't quite buy into that they haven't been trying. I think that's a cop-out. But I think in a final is a total different game plan. And going through the corridor is going to be a high-risk reward. And with that boy back there, Darcy Moore, I suspect to go it. But this is a tight game. Literally, it'll come down to that first quarter. I can't wait for this one. It should be an absolute delight. So enjoy it. Good luck to both sides. We play the loser of this. I know who I want because I want to face one of these teams in the final. But good luck to both sides until you play us. Enjoy yourselves. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Much love. Pom out.
rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad.